everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am introing a new thing that I'm doing on my channel, and that is the Tbr Jar Challenge 2019. So this is something I kind of wanted to do last year, like halfway through the year, but I was like, no, I kind of want to start it at the beginning of the year and just try it out and see if it works, you know, all of that. This is where I have a jar or several jars of books that I have on my TBR shelf in my bedroom. And these are all of the books that I need to read, basically. And I put them in jars, and every month I'm going to pick one or two or whatever from each jar and try to read that throughout the month. So this little aspect will be included at the end of my monthly releases videos. It's just gonna be me picking out the books, and that will be at the end of the new releases videos. This, however, is just an intro to it, so I just want to explain it better, all of that. So I know that Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads does this every month, where she has like a TBR jar and she picks a couple out of that jar and she reads them throughout the month. That is where I got like this idea from. The reason why I wanted to do this is because I just don't really read my physical copies. I don't read a lot of my physical copies in my bedroom, and it's very annoying because I don't have room on my TBR shelf anymore because I keep collecting physical books, but yet I'm not reading them. So I wanted this to be a challenge to push myself to read them more and to just like kind of hold myself more accountable to be like, you picked that month, like you have to read that. So yeah, I just wanted to do this. Hopefully it's gonna work. I don't know, maybe halfway throughout the year I'm just gonna scrap it, whatever. But I did want to kind of start new and fresh and just try this out, so hopefully it works. Yeah, I also found that you'll see like in my wrap-ups of the year and stuff, but I lacked reading a lot of YA, and I have a lot of YA on my TBR shelf to read, so this is also kind of a reason why I want to do this, because I just feel like I'm not reading YA, I'm not reading physical copies. I need to kind of get back into that, so hopefully this will help me get back into it, and then, you know, we can just read all the books, you know, that's the point. At the end of my new releases videos, or my monthly releases videos, I will be just picking out a couple of books and all of that, so there won't be a separate video for these because they're not going to take long. It's just me picking a couple books. So yes, I have 3 jars for 3 different reasons. So I have like a fantasy, sci-fi, paranormal jar. As you can see, there's not very much in here at all, obviously, because I'm not into fantasy that much. And then I have like a huge contemporary one. And then I have one that is full of classics that I need to read. So, or want to read. I also want to say I'm a huge mood reader, and that's why I don't participate in readathons and all of that, because I am just a mood reader. I changed my mind. That's why I don't do TBR videos, any of that. I'm a mood reader. This kind of doesn't help with the mood reading, but I'm hoping that, I don't know, usually when I like set goals for myself, like I usually accomplish them. Like I'm pretty good at that kind of stuff, so hopefully this will work. Hopefully we'll just get something out of it, right? Like I really hope I can just follow along and do it and just be a better reader in that way, because it's something that really bothers me and that I get annoyed with at myself. And I know it's not a big deal and it shouldn't matter, but it's like all of my money right now is being wasted because I'm not reading those physical books that I keep buying. So we need to get on that, right? Yeah. Okay, so my plan each month is to pick 1 fantasy, 1 contemporary, and I mean, if I pick one that's like really small, I'll pick another one. For the majority of it, I just want to pick 1 from each, and that'd be my goal. I mean, maybe throughout the year, if I like, you know, get it done and I'm reading all of the ones that I'm picking, I might pick more. But for now, we're just going to start easy. We're going to ease our way into it and just read 1 from each genre. And for the classics, because I don't read classics very often and I kind of am dreading it a little bit, I've decided I'm only going to pick one classic for the entire year. And by the end of 2019, I should have read the one classic I picked. And I know that's kind of lame just to pick one classic. However, if I do end up reading the classic before the end of the year, I'll pick another one. I don't want to stress myself out. I don't want to put extra pressure on myself. Reading is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be a chore or anything like that. So that's why I'm only going to pick one, and we're just going to see how it goes. I had to stop filming midway because my brother came over to visit. So we're back. I will have a TBR bookshelf tour soon, probably in February I will have one, but I do have an old one that I filmed last year, which I will link down below so you can see some of the books that I do have on my TBR shelf, but I will film an updated one probably in February. Okay, so let's get to the first pick, and this will be the classics, or the one classic that I read in 2019. Kind of like nervous. Okay, let me just pick one. Let's do this one. Oh, Classic Tales of Horror. Let me grab it. So we have the Classic Tales of Horror by Edgar Allan Poe. So I think these are just a bunch of his short stories and stuff, which I have read, I think one or two I read back in high school. So I'm going to read the rest of these hopefully this year. That's pretty exciting. I'm glad it's like a thinner one. This won't take me long if I like read a story every couple of months. Awesome, that is so great. I'm gonna put it back in here just in case I don't do it this year. Okay, now I'm going to pick a fantasy that I want to read for January. Fantasy, paranormal, I think there might be sci-fi in here. I can't remember if I put magical realism with the fantasy or with the contemporary. I can't remember. Anyways, we're gonna pick one in here. I'm so scared. What is this? What is this? Oh my god. Oh, I picked Twilight, the French version, but this is something I wanted to read the entire year. Do I pick another one? Because this is something I wanted to read like a chapter a night or something. We're gonna pick another one. I think I just put all of my TBR books in here and like I didn't fully think about it. Look at this one. Immortal Rain. This is one I need to finish. I will go grab it. Be right back. Or actually, I'll go grab it after I pick my contemporary pick. Okay, now my battery's flashing. That's why I'm like kind of hurrying. Now I have all the contemporary I need to pick. So let's see what contemporary I'm going to read in January. I think I did put magical realism in here. Oh, this I already read. Let's see what else. I don't like this. I picked the Luminaries, but I think I'm unhauling that because I have no interest in it whatsoever. This is kind of a fail, you guys. I don't like this video. I'm unhauling that one, so why is it in here? Okay, please pick something more decent. Yes, okay, The Bourbon Thief. This I can read. This is, I'll go grab it. Okay, so Immortal Rain by Morgan Rhodes, which is book 6 in the Fallen Kingdoms series, which I actually do need to finish. So this is actually a perfect book for me to start in January for my fantasy picks. So I'm really, really glad I picked this. A+ for me. Then we have The Bourbon Thief by Tiffany Rees, which I got last year for Christmas actually, so this is also perfect. I've never read a book by Tiffany, so I really, really wanted to read one, and this is perfect. I'm loving these two picks. And then, yeah, I did pick Twilight, that is in French, but this was something I wanted to try to do last year, to be honest, and never got around to doing it. So maybe I'll try to do it this year, but I wanted to read one of my favorite books, obviously Twilight, but in French, because I am fluent. Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of losing my French a little bit, so I wanted to try to read some of my favorite books in French. So that's why I have this. So I might dive into this in January. We'll see. Maybe I'll try to read a chapter a night. I don't know yet. We'll see. And the one that I did pick originally was The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton. And I think I'm going to unhaul this. I bought this because it was super cheap and I had heard things about it. Honestly, it was kind of an impulse buy. And I kind of regret buying it, to be honest. Like, I don't think I'm going to read this. It doesn't seem like anything I'd be interested in. So I know that this would honestly be, like, I just don't think I'm going to read this. So this might be in the future on haul. I was actually going to try to do this for try a chapter tag, which I might still do. That way I can like read a chapter to see how I feel about it or whatever. But yeah, I kind of already have my mind set on a few books that I'm going to unhaul. And that's one of them. So we're not going to include it in this, even though it felt like I was cheating. Probably because I am. So yeah, anyways, these are my picks for January, I guess. Well, these two are my picks for January. This is my classic for the year. This is going to be great. Hopefully next month will be better. I definitely cheated at this. I'm really sorry. The one I picked but said I already read, you will see in my December wrap up, by the way. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on this new challenge that I'm doing for myself. And yeah, this will be included at the end of every monthly releases video. So in February, I will have the ones for February. I'm sorry if you think that I was cheating a little bit. I mean, I was, but the cheating makes sense, okay? Because I'm not gonna read this in January. Same with the Luminaries. I'm not gonna read it. So these were great, perfect picks for me. And they're upside down. Perfect picks. I'm happy with that. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.